Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today we got an interesting device here. This is from Douk-Audio Knob Sound, and this is kind of an all-in-one kind of jack-of-all-trades device. Does a lot of different things, and we'll get into that in just a minute. Here's the accessories that you get. You get a power brick, and of course you get the unit itself, and you get this manual right here. It comes in, I guess, 2 different colors. And there's a lot of different things that this does, and we'll get a look at it in just a second. Obviously I'm not going to disconnect the power brick because that's going to take a lot. So here's the max. The volume indicator goes by color. When you get into the red, obviously you're at the top of the volume. You see the meters maxed out. There's nothing hooked into it. It's just hooked up to a Bluetooth player right now, as you can see. You could also pause that Bluetooth and you can play it again. You have full media controls right at the top here, as well as a mode selector. So on the mode selector you have Bluetooth, obviously. You have line, which would be this right here. You have optical in the back. Coaxial is also in the back. And Bluetooth, you also have RCA's in the back as well, and Bluetooth, of course. You have a headphone output here. I wouldn't suggest anything over 32 ohms with this. It's a nice device, but it's not going to be like super powerful. Don't get this if you have planar magnetics and you want to add this to your setup. Definitely not. You're going to need a different amplifier for that. Earphones work well with this as well. So that's it at max volume. I'm going to back off on the volume just a little bit. This got a nice clickiness to the volume knob. And that's basically the front and the functions. You have play and pause, you have forward and backward on your tracks, you have shuffle, and of course that's the mode selector. If you're USB, you can plug this into your computer, or you can plug a USB stick, and this will be a media player, and you can control it right from here. Of course you have a line out if you want to run this to another amp or something. Going on the back here, you obviously have dedicated speaker outputs for real speakers. You have your RCA outs right here. RCA inputs. You have coaxial input, and you have an optical input if you want to plug your TV into this and everything. And that's just the side. It looks really nice. It's shiny. Like I said, this is the power brick. It's very similar to a brick that you would get with like a computer, except for the plug is a bit thicker. So don't be plugging in things that don't belong into this. Now, performance wise, looking at the specs, which I just had in my hand and they just disappeared. Looking at the specs, this has Bluetooth 5.0. The USB supports, a UDisc and PC. 3.5 millimeter aux in and out. The amp chip is an Infineon MA12070. Output power is 68 watts by 68 watts. Output impedance is 4, 6, 8, and 16 ohms. It has a sampling rate of 24 bits at 192 kilobits for the optical and coaxial. It is 16 bits, 44.1 kilohertz for the USB. UDisc support if you have a USB stick. It supports MP3, Windows Media, WAV, APE, and FLAC files. It has to be FAT32 formatted. It does not support NTFS. Working voltage is DC 9 to 20 volts. Power interface is a 5.5 millimeter. And that's basically it. You get the power adapter and the amplifier in the box. And the whole thing weighs about 337 grams, not the most heaviest thing in the world. And it does a decent job. Now, originally, at lower volumes, there was a humming that has diminished. But But when you start playing the music, that is definitely gone. And you know, it's not the most like super rich sounding. It kind of reflects its source. So if you're listening to YouTube or something that's more overly bass boosted, that's going to be, you know, the sound that you're going to be getting out of this. It seems to be very clear and transparent in its sound. It has some detail to it, maybe a little bit of brightness on the upper end, and that's basically it. It's just transparent sound. It kind of mimics its source. So it'll be source dependent. If you get the bass boost up on your phone or computer or whatever, then obviously that's going to reflect on the unit itself. Other than that, this is, you know, this isn't for like the audiophile who has like a $800 pair of headphones or somebody that has some focal speakers or something like that. This is a convenient all-in-one unit for somebody who wants to save space and they're on a budget. This is about $49, maybe $50, depending on where you get it from, whether you get it from Amazon or the Douk-Audio website. And it performs well. It does a decent job, and it has a bunch of different features that I can see a lot of people using, like in little media setups or at your TV set or something of that. So for that, I definitely would recommend it. And I'll just show you once again. What you get in the package is the unit, which comes in these two colors, and you get the brick. And that's basically what you get with this. I had gotten some of them from them years ago. I did a review on the tone. This is similar to that in a lot of ways, but this one has a little bit different features from what I can remember. I mean, that was quite some time ago. That was before this channel. That was the other channel that ended up getting lost for some reason. I don't think the tone's on this channel. It may be. I'm not 100% sure. We might have done like a quick kind of unboxing video with it on this channel. And yeah, it does a decent job for what it costs. This definitely is not going to replace my desktop setup by any means, but I can see using this. I'm going to be using this in probably the kitchen with the little TV in there, and I can power some speakers, or I can just listen to my headphones with this. So yeah, I definitely can see a use for this for a lot of different people. And like I said, it's got the dedicated speaker output, it's got the different inputs on it, so you have a variety of ways to connect. Of course, my main thing with this will be the Bluetooth, because I needed that, and it does work very good. It's got a good connection there. It's got some interesting specs as well, some nice power output for the speakers. The headphones, you know, not the most powerful thing in the world for the headphones, but if you're using this for earphones and like lower headphones, like maybe 16, 32 ohm headphones, you shouldn't have much of a problem. Other than that, it just works. It does what it says it does, and it works. And it's got a nice kind of transparent kind of sound to it, like really transparent. Usually when I say transparent with some things, we get like dynamics and everything. This is just transparent. Whatever you're putting in is what you're getting out of this. Exactly. It's like there's just nothing coloring it whatsoever. So I like that. That's a different. So anyway, I'm using a new microphone, by the way, with this video. Let me know how the quality of it is. Very, very interesting product from Douk-Audio. It's like a jack of all trades. Does all kinds of different things. You got your media player, you got your Bluetooth player. And everything as tested worked. So I can't have any complaints with that. And the price is amazing for a little device like that. I mainly like it because of the Bluetooth and these cool lights, which I can turn down just a little bit so then you see it a little better, how it has the nice meters and everything. So it's cool looking too. It adds like a cool look to your desktop as well. This is the M100 from Douk-Audio, and this is about $50. I'll leave a link to their website and maybe to the Amazon site as well. And you can, if you're interested, I'll leave that for you. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please be safe, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.